I'm super excited about having students back on campus and just really hope that this video gives them a sense of everything we have to offer and what they can look forward to. Hi Lancaster Eagles, I'm Dr. Tepper, your principal, and I'm so excited to have you all back on campus this year. This is Mr. Bryant, our Director of School Safety. Mr. Lynn is our lead campus supervisor, and these individuals make up the rest of our security team. Our next department to feature is our school counseling department, led by our head counselor, Mr. Jeff Anderson. Every student is assigned a counselor by their last name. Counselors are available to speak with you about anything from classes, future goals in college, to personal and social issues. Our support staff help with setting up college presentations and registration, as well as supporting our counseling team. The Student Support Center is available to students to speak with our student support coordinators. Students can come into the Support Center for conflict resolutions with other students, to share concerns about how they are doing in school, and to receive guidance on how to approach problematic situations. Our site accountant assists students with paying for AP tests, paying fines, purchasing tickets, and assists clubs with fundraising and other financial activities. We want to make sure that you are aware that there is in-person tutoring after school in the library, which is manned by our wonderful library tech, Ms. Harmon Grieve. Students can check out Chromebooks to use in the library and may reserve these rooms for study sessions with their peers.
Be Real is our Lancaster High School PBIS initiative. It's about the way we want, or we expect, staff and students to treat each other and hold each other in high regard. My name is Peter Blanton, Vice Principal over Special Education and PBIS. To be real, we want to be respectful, and that's respecting the process of learning, respecting each other on campus, academically, socially, athletically. We want to be engaged with the academic process of learning. We want to be accountable to each other. We want to be leaders. We want to take that initiative to be respectful, to be engaged, to be accountable, to make ourselves the best Eagles that we can be. So when you're out on campus, we want everybody to be real. So be real, go Eagles. Have a great day.
If you find yourself in need of a specialized educational program, I'm likely a person you're going to speak with. I'm Vice Principal John Gillespies. For instance, if you need to do independent studies where you're not on campus all the time, I can help you get into that program where you work at home every day, come to school one day a week, take some tests, get the next batch of work to work on throughout the week, and you go back and forth like that. For students who have fallen severely behind in credits where you need help getting caught up, I can help you get into our on-site continuation program, which is sort of like summer school for the entire year. Or if you're severely behind, then we can get you into the Desert Winds main campus, which is an actual school designed specifically to get kids caught up who have fallen severely behind in credits. Once you're completed with those programs, you might see me again so I can bring you back onto campus so you can come back to Lancaster High School and graduate with your class. The number one way, though, to remember not to fall behind in credits is to go to class every day and on time. If not, you might meet Miss Denise Weaver. She is our community attendance worker. She could potentially write you a ticket. We don't want that to happen. We want you to have a great time here at Lancaster High School. Show up every day, show up on time, and you'll graduate with everybody just like you should.
So as a school, our number one goal is always for school safety. Hi, my name is Ricardo de la Peña. I'm a vice principal here at Lancaster High School. The way we do this for the most part is we try to prevent incidents before they happen. The way we do this, the vast majority of time, is through student information. A student sees something suspicious or is worried about their friend, even themselves, or the school at large, even when they see something that they feel might be even suspicious. The vast majority of incidents, would-be incidents at Lancaster High School actually never happen because we're fortunate enough to have concerned students who let us know a little bit about it. We're able to work with its students and kind of get to the bottom of that information and prevent things before they happen. It is a big deal for us. The students can do that in many different ways. They can just talk to an adult, a staff member. They can approach, of course, their counselor, or depending on if it's just a personal issue, or us in security or administration, we deal with it directly. Or if they don't feel comfortable, we have a tip line, which is on the LancasterHS.org homepage of Lancaster High School. It's right there on the front page. And students could submit something. They can submit their name with it. Usually we'll follow up with them just to make sure we get as much information as possible, or they could submit it anonymously. We are extremely thankful for any information that we get that can help us prevent something.
In case of an emergency, you're listening to an adult in charge, and that can be security, administrators, or your teachers. Hi, I'm Vice Principal Tessa Gravis. If you see an emergency and you don't see an adult near you, you can always dial 0 or 791 for the high school extensions from any classroom, and then they'll be able to contact 911 or help in case of an emergency as well. If we have a lockdown, we have different lockdown strategies and things that you need to do. One thing you want to do is you want to find any classroom open and available to you, and you'll go in, you'll lock down, you'll listen to the teacher in charge there, you'll keep the door locked, you won't be wandering campus, and wait for the lockdown drill to be lifted, which you'll hear through a PA system. In the case of an earthquake or a fire, we have evacuation, which we've had drills for already this year. You'll want to go with whichever adult that you're with, and you guys will go to an evacuation spot. And once again, you'll listen for the PA of all clear, and then you guys will be able to resume your normal activities. One of the most important things to know is that even if you're not in a class, in case of an emergency, you need to listen to whatever any adult or the PA is telling you to do, and stop all activities and just follow the rules to be safe during that case.
Hello, my name is Mr. Bryan. I'm the Director of School Site Safety at Lancaster High School. I want to talk to you for a minute about conflicts and senseless acts of violence on campus. You know, conflict, without a doubt, is a part of life. You know, conflict really is just a situation in which two individuals have differing or sometimes even opposing views on a matter. Conflict's not really the problem, but what can become the problem is how we deal with conflict. When we choose to deal with conflict by engaging in harmful behaviors, such as being involved in fights, it's not acceptable for a real eagle. And then when other individuals might even endorse or even promote these conflicts or these fights, and maybe even jumping into these fights themselves, it's not cool. So if you're having an issue, you're having a conflict with somebody, feel free to approach one of our security personnel, or an administrator, or a teacher, or any adult that you're comfortable with on campus. And we'll show you how to deal with conflict, show you how to resolve it without resorting to violence.
Hi, I'm your Assistant Principal, Jo Morgan Kim. Our Advanced Placement Program is for all students. It focuses on preparing students for success in their futures. In addition to advanced enriched courses, students will attend field trips to local colleges and have the opportunity to earn college credits. Air Force Junior ROTC cadets develop into citizens of character who are dedicated to serving their nation and communities. Cadets learn leadership skills, Air Force history, communications, and group dynamics. You can participate in physical training, field trips, community service events, and extracurricular activities. Activities include the Air Rifle Program, Model Rocketry, Color Guard teams, drill teams, and the Flight Simulator. Advancement via Individual Determination, or as you know it, AVID, is a school-wide approach to college access. AVID involves students with a strong group of peers and adults who share a commitment to academic achievement and who work together to help the group succeed. The Biomedical Science Pathway allows students to examine the structures and interactions of the human body systems and explore the prevention, diagnosis, and treatment of disease, all while working collaboratively to understand and design solutions to the most pressing health challenges of today and the future. Computer science empowers students to become creators instead of merely consumers of the technology all around them. Whether building apps or exploring the world of cybersecurity, the program's courses prepare students with in-demand knowledge and skills that will be used in any career path chosen. Our Multimedia and Engineering Academy provides students with the unique opportunity to learn through integrated lessons, apply knowledge through project-based learning, and develop career skills. Students master the use of 21st century technology, innovate creative solutions to modern problems, develop real-world job skills, and become the leaders of tomorrow.
Which of our award-winning programs are you representing?
I'm the vice principal over activities, and we have a lot of different activities and clubs available to all of the students on campus. So we have over 25 clubs and counting. If you want to know or join any of our clubs, you just have to come by the activities office, and we have an entire list and all of the different advisors that you can contact to join one of our clubs. If you have a club that you want to join that's not on that list, you can create your own. All you need to do is find an advisor, and they'll fill out a packet, and you guys can start your club. There are different rules and regulations for each club, though, so you definitely want to make sure you contact that advisor before you continue moving forward with starting a club or with joining one. Our ASB, which is Associate Student Body, works really hard to create a great campus climate for our kids. And so if you want to know the different fun activities that they're doing or the different sports that are happening, we have our weekly Eagle Vision. All you have to do for that is join our YouTube channel, which is Lancaster High School ASB. And you can see every week, you can subscribe and find out every week what we're doing, what's going on campus, and keeps you up to date. If you're a senior and you want to know senior information, you should go to our website. And on our website, we have a senior section. So anything to do with any graduations or senior activities is always on the senior tab at the high school website. And that's lancasterhs.org. If you want to know what's going on monthly, in Power School, we update the monthly bulletin. Every month there's the big stuff that's happening, but I also send that out to all teachers. So you can ask any of your teachers for anything, or you can always stop by the activities office and we'll answer any questions that you have. That's it.
We're always excited to have students join athletics or really any extracurricular activity. It's been shown that students involved in school have a much greater chance of success, both in school and carrying that on into college. Athletics is just one of the many ways that we do that. Specifically in athletics, we have several sports. We have in the fall, we have cross country, football, girls tennis, girls volleyball, girls golf. In the winter, right now we're having basketball, soccer, and wrestling. And in the spring we have baseball, softball, boys tennis, boys golf, boys volleyball, swim, and track and field. Yeah, it is quite a bit. So we have quite an extensive array of sports for students to choose from. The way it works is for students, you do an online application. They can go to lancasterhs.org. And under the athletics section, there's an online application there. They also have to have a doctor's physical in order to play sports. Those two things would help make them eligible. Outside of that, students have to have a 2.0 GPA. For freshmen coming in, their very first quarter at Lancaster High School, coming from middle school, they're considered eligible for that first quarter under that GPA rule. Aside from that, the way tryouts work for most sports is that most sports, the rule of thumb is that they're year-round. So a lot of them work out throughout the year. So it's good to keep an eye on those announcements that we make weekly to see when sports are coming, when those sports tryouts are. And secondly, also for the multi-sport athlete, they end up having a different tryout period. For example, if you happen to play basketball during winter, but we're interested in the softball program in the spring, you may have missed the initial tryout for softball. But that doesn't mean you can't try out, because usually the coach will wait for basketball season to be over and then have an additional tryout again. So we have several opportunities for students to join sports, and we'd really be happy for you to be part of our program.
In addition to all of the resources we've shared today, I would like to encourage you to visit our website for much more. The address is lancasterhs.org. There are quick links to PowerSchool, your student Naviance account, student services, school counseling where you can schedule an appointment with your counselor, activities and athletics, and our tip line. When you click on the tip line, you can submit either an anonymous tip or include your name so we may gain additional information if necessary. If you scroll down the website further, you will see a school news portion. This is where we push out updates for students and families. Note that by clicking the arrows, you can move ahead to see other updates that don't immediately appear. If you scroll down further, you will see the calendar with activities, athletics, and other important dates. Thank you for watching, Eagles, and giving us your attention. We're super excited for this school year, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
It's time to open your eyes and realize the senseless acts of violence will lead to the demise of the human race. Look at the problems we face. If we continue to hate on one another, we'll be lost without a trace. So here's the deal. Be real. What's that mean? It means that you refuse to let us lose because we're all on the same team. The R is for respect. Got to earn it to receive it. The E is for engage, which will help us to achieve it. The A is for accountable, which means we all belong to one another. And the L is for the leaders who show us how to love our brothers.